Hello from the Sunshine State. I just finished watching Night of Something Strange. It was strange, and I liked it. You have to be a certain age to get that joke. I'm gonna have to spoil the first 5 minutes for you just so that you understand what type of movie this is. It's not for everyone, and mind you, this is only the first 5 minutes, so I don't consider it completely spoiling the movie at all. It starts out with this janitor walking down the hallway, and he's got his mop bucket. Looks like he's in a hospital. Then he goes into the morgue, and they show a female corpse. He then proceeds to rape the female corpse. That's literally the first minute of the movie. Then it jumps to this woman who's cooking sausage in the kitchen, and she's calling the janitor. Can't remember his name, but she's calling him, telling him dinner's ready, dinner's ready. He's not responding to her. Cuts to him in his room holding his groin, writhing around in absolute agony and pain. The woman who's cooking decides to go into the room to find out why he's not responding to her, and she walks in on him standing on the bed peeing. He turns around and proceeds to pee on her. Then he rapes her, which is it. What's interesting about this is that it never tells you who that one was. We don't know if that's his mother, his sister, his roommate, his girlfriend. There's no context for who she is other than she was in the kitchen cooking and she was calling him to come and eat dinner, and that's it. That's not all. Now we're up to maybe the 3.5 minute mark. He's raping her until she grabs an alarm clock and clocks him upside the head, and she's able to get away to the kitchen. He chases her in the kitchen and she stabs him. In the stabbing part, that looks so fake. It just looked like it looked like, wait, I have a spoon instead of a knife, but it really looked like he was just holding a knife right there underneath his arm. That's how fake it looked. Anyways, so she walks up to him to see if he's dead from her stabbing him, and he takes his hand and shoves it up her vagina and pulls out her uterus. And that's at almost the 6 minute mark. But that's how the movie starts, so you know what you're in for. It's that type of movie. We get introduced to another group of friends. There's some teenagers. It starts with a teenage girl talking. She's describing all the different people. One of the people she describes is her half cousin. I don't know what a half cousin is. I've never heard of a half cousin. Come to think of it, I don't know what once removed or twice removed is. I googled it one time and I still didn't understand what they meant by once removed or twice removed. But that aside, she's describing, the different friends in this group. One of the friends she describes is this kid who moved there in the 6th grade, but it looks like they're in 11th or 12th grade, and it's spring break, and he's still claiming New York, where he moved from. And there's this whole little bit about how he used to go to Brooklyn all the time, and someone calls him on that and is like, aren't you from Syracuse? And he says, oh, they border each other. Which, if you're from that area, even if you're not from that area, you've traveled to that area, Syracuse is nowhere near Brooklyn at all. That's like saying Tallahassee is next to Orlando. Well, Syracuse is probably a little bit closer to Brooklyn than Tallahassee is to Orlando, but you get the point. One of the kids calls her cousin a lard ass, and that stuck out to me because I've only ever heard that in movies. I've never heard anybody in real life call someone a lard ass. It's only in movies. And it's always, something that bullies are supposed to say. I felt like the wardrobe for the teenagers really bugged because all the girls had on the same shorts, and it was kind of weird. Like, those shorts, people wear those shorts, but for everyone to have the same shorts on was a little bit weird. And this one girl, she had on the same denim shorts, orange tank top, red pleather pumps, and a pink purse. A pink furry purse at that, just to add insult to injury. It was just too many colors going on that didn't jive together. They didn't. No. So we're up to 7 characters all together. We have 5 teens, and they're in a truck going together for spring break, and we have another 2 that are in a car that are going together for spring break, and they all end up at the same motel. There's some really interesting shots in this movie. At the very beginning, when I said that the janitor was raping the corpse, the way they shot it was the janitor's raping the corpse in the background, and in the foreground there's another corpse, a male corpse laying there. The only thing that took me out of the moment with that, though, was the male corpse's ears were like really, really pink. They put on makeup to make him look like he was dead all over his face and everything else, but they forgot to put it on his ears. And I don't know, that just stood out to me, because if you're dead, you're not gonna have any rosiness to you at all. I was talking about shots. There's another shot where it toggles back and forth between a regular camera view of what's going on and the security camera view of what's going on. I thought that was kind of cool. There's a lot of really cool elements in this movie. One of which is the concept. The concept of a sexually transmitted zombie virus is pretty cool to me. There was a sex scene in which there was a condom used. 2 thumbs up for that. Use condoms. And the black guy didn't die first. The acting was so-so, but the dialogue was really entertaining. The writer had a lot of fun with this. Some of the things that the teenagers were saying was completely crazy, but it was really entertaining and fun. I like when the girlfriend, well, I guess they were, yeah, I think they were girlfriend and boyfriend. I was kind of questioning it because of the way they talked to each other, but maybe, anyways. There's a scene where the girl's telling her boyfriend, I'm not having sex with you. And this fool actually looks at her and says, well, can I jerk off on your ass? Yeah, stuff like that. I mean, even weirder things than that were said in the movie. The kills were really, really cool. My camera cut off, so I'm gonna have to refilm this part. I was in the middle of talking about kills. The kills were pretty good, very creative and well executed, as well as some of the gore effects. Well, most of the gore effects, actually. And a lot of the gore effects involved modifications to the zombies, which was really, really cool. It actually put me in the frame of mind of Tokyo Gore Police. If you've seen something like that, then you know how the zombies become modified in this. This is the type of movie that you'd really like if you like Reanimator, Frankenhooker, Bunny the Killer Thing, The Greasy Strangler. There's a little known movie called Society. If you've seen that, you might like this one as well. But like I always say, just because I love something doesn't mean you won't hate it, and just because I hate something doesn't mean you won't love it. So watch it for yourself. If you have seen this movie, please put in the comments what you thought of it. I humbly ask you to like, comment, and subscribe. See you later.